Hey Jim, it's the Roots and Remedies show.
Welcome, everyone. So nice to see you, Krupa,
Nice to see you too, Jim. It's been a
across the state,
while.
across the state of Florida.
Across the state of Florida, yeah, you're in Jupiter and I'm in Naples. So
That's not Naples, Italy. That's Naples, Florida.
maybe one day we'll do it from Naples,
Yes.
Italy. And you need to be there, obviously, physically in
Napoli.
Naples because you're from Italy.
That's where my
So
relatives are from. Napoli.
Napoli. Oh,
Hey.
yeah. Great food too.
Yes.
Yeah, so like we're talking about cultures, right before the show, and
We want to demystify.
we wanted to demystify some information that's floating around. So I recently taught a class here in Naples, in my local community, in our local community here. And what I found from teaching the class was very insightful. I've known this for a while, but I ask a simple question in the class. How many people have heard of Ayurveda? Not many people, actually, not one person.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't realize the name, but they probably know aspects of it, but they didn't know the name.
No, they, like one woman said, I think I've heard of it before, but the majority of the people did not know what Ayurveda or heard of Ayurveda. Now, I'm not saying that our viewers haven't heard of the word Ayurveda or the term Ayurveda, which I think if they've tuned into the Roots and Remedies show before, and if they've gone onto the website, or if they've spoken to us, they know that I frequently use the word Ayurveda, and it's
Right.
all over the Roots and Remedies Facebook page and of course website. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because Ayurveda is the science of life, and it originated in India over 5,000 plus years ago, using foods and principles from the earth as medicine and a way of life to keep ourselves balanced. So when I asked that question yesterday, if they've heard about Ayurveda before, and most of that they said no, except for that one woman said she might have heard. I said, well, have you heard of ashwagandha? Sure. Have you heard of turmeric? Yes. Have you heard of yoga? Of course. Those are part of Ayurvedic lifestyle.
Right.
So today our show is going to be about demystifying information, like you mentioned, about what's floating around there about things that people don't realize are from India, or maybe correcting some of the information. So, did you know that chess was invented in India?
No. Oh my gosh. Would have thought it was somewhere in the European continent.
Yeah, yeah. So the Bengal tiger, actually, the Bengal tiger. So I'm Gujarati. So Gujarat is the northwest part of India. So I'm gonna do a little. Here's India. Like here's India, and that northwest little portion up there is Gujarat. That's where my roots are from. So I'm Gujarati.
Is that a mountainous region?
It is, and it is can get very cold and it can get very warm. And
Yeah.
we're from Gujarat, which is Jodhawad, and it's right near the ocean
Oh, it
as
is.
well. So it's a beautiful, beautiful place. But there is a place in Gujarat called Gir, which is a jungle, and that's where the Bengal tiger is found. One of the places
Oh,
that the Bengal tiger is found. So, and I'm a Bengals fan, not because of Jason, not because of him being from Cincinnati in Ohio. I've been a Bengal Tiger, Cincinnati Bengals football fan since I was in fifth grade. So,
because of the
I
Bengal
not
Tigers?
because of the Bengal Tiger. I promise you, it's just irony. It's
Right.
long story, but yeah, it's from a fifth grade activity. So I'll just leave it at that. We can talk
Many,
about
many
that
moons
topic
ago. Many moons ago.
many, many moons ago. Yes, exactly. So,
And also
be,
Hinduism is
yeah,
the
Hinduism. So
oldest.
Hinduism is the oldest, and you guys can Google it. You can test me.
We believe you. We believe you.
Anyone can do whatever they wish. But yes, thank you, Jim. Hinduism is the oldest recorded religion in the entire world, and then comes Judaism. So, um, yeah, it is a very, very old religion,
And then Buddhism, the roots are
and
in India
Buddhism.
too.
Yeah, Buddhism is derived from India as well. So Gautama Buddha was a real human being, person, a real person, a person, and he, so he had a lot of great principles and such, and Buddhism was derived or named because of him.
Are
So,
those statues actually depicting him?
well, in India, there's yes, yes, and there's variations of Buddha
Right,
because it's now, of course, different Asian countries
right,
have taken the Buddha, and they make him the centerpiece of their
right.
spiritual life. So, but yes, so that is a depiction of Buddha in different forms. Um, and and it's remarkable because um, when I was younger, I grew up with all these different deities, and always wishing that I had the opportunity to share so much of India with the world when I was young. Um, because I think it was really misunderstood, and we were the very first Indian family in Boynton Beach, Florida. Like
Wow,
one of the very first Indian families in Boynton Beach, Florida. And I won't tell you that it wasn't tough at that time because it was in the 70s. We
sure.
had just migrated from England. So, my brother and I were these two little Indian kids with very heavy British accents. And it was different. It was different. Um, but
Can you
it
can
was
you
great.
can you can you ever use your British accent? Does it ever come back to you?
Of course it does. Sometimes it does. No, sometimes like okay, so I'll go into a British store
Okay.
or I'll talk to someone from England, and my kids are always like, "Mom, your English just like whips out." So I don't know, it just happens. And we still use like British terminology in the house as well. So, and speaking of the Brits, you know, I I'm not going to get into the political aspect of that, but the British people, of course, settled in India, as they
Right,
did in many other countries around the world, and they went there for many reasons, similar to why Columbus went there too, if you think about it.
right.
Columbus was looking for India and ended up being in
Spices,
America.
and,
That's right. For so spices and gold
yes, a lot
and
of
such.
resources, a lot of
A lot
resources.
of resources is why. The British people went to India, and of course, why we go back to Columbus searching for India back in the day. So the spices come from India, so turmeric is part from India. All the adaptogens, holy basil, ashwagandha, all the herbal medicines that I and we love to recommend to people that come to us at Roots and Remedies for healing and being able to become as happy and healthy as possible. So all spices are from India. And then Bollywood, Bollywood is more and more. I grew up with Bollywood music and Bollywood films. Now, Bollywood is so mainstream now. It's not
Yes.
even funny. It's just crazy, like unbelievable. But Bollywood produces the most movies in the entire world. It's
Wow.
crazy. And they have for like decades and decades, ever since I can remember. So that's being a little kid. Have you ever seen a Bollywood movie before?
I must have. I cannot think of one off the top of my head, but I must have seen
Well, there's just so many out there now. And actually, not that this is the exact depiction of India, but like Slumdog Millionaire. I know a
it.
lot of
Right.
people saw that back in the day. India has changed a lot from there. Yes, they're a very populous country, um, but the middle class is starting to develop now, which is great. Um,
I imagine because of the science of life that there are very few obese people in India.
There are. So, however, the only thing that really does number to us, unfortunately, is sweet
Right.
diabetes. But yes, I mean that you are correct. Overall, people are
The percentage of people as compared to the US.
comparatively speaking,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So where I'm from, like where my roots are from in Gujarat, it is a vegetarian. They're vegetarian
Okay.
in that part of India.
Right.
So I think we eat not I think, I know the foods that we eat are very high in vitamin C and fiber. So like I'm gonna bring up amla, for example. AMLA. Amla is Indian gooseberry. So if you go into a health and nutrition shop, or if you go into Sprouts, or if you go into Whole Foods, and you look for an immune boosting supplement, chances are it's going to have amla in
Oh,
it. Amla, Indian gooseberry, is the highest concentration of vitamin C out there. That's
wow.
it. In terms of like a fruit
The alternatives. Yeah.
alternative, yes.
That's good to know.
So cosmetic companies use amla. Um, food, beverage companies, in addition to the supplemental world, use amla. And we in India and like Gujarat, we have like amla juice. We just drink the straight amla juice.
What does it taste
Um,
like? Does it have a good taste?
I mean, listen,
Yeah.
it's I
Probably
think so.
unique flavor.
It's
Yeah.
a unique flavor, I mean, a lot of these have a unique flavor, I would
Right.
say. So it really depends on what you like, and so you can add like honey, or you can add a different flavor to it if you wish, in the natural sense, to make it taste to your liking.
Right.
But I like amla. It's like a tart uh type. It's a gooseberry, so
Right. I like a tart flavor.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice. And so we have even what was the other? Do you hear that in the background?
Yes. What is that?
So I have to pause for a second because Ronnie is here. And if you all know, Ronnie loves My Little Pony, and that is her alarm that's going
Oh,
off.
okay.
So hold up a second. You guys can see my kitchen for that moment. She loves My Little Pony, so. And who knew a 15-year-old? She loves My Little Pony. I love that she loves My Little Pony.
She's 15 now. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know what? Her birthday's coming up Monday.
Oh, well, wish her
She
happy
will,
birthday from us.
thank you. She will be 16 on December 2nd. So, which is the same birthday as Mona Lisa, our dog. She is going to be 6, and Ronnie's going to be 16, and they both share the same birthday, December 2nd. That's awesome. So it's
Nice
good.
birthday celebration.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, I mean, so like the amla is great, and then we also drink, many different juices that have a lot of medicinal benefits, and that are now here, like moringa. Moringa, I don't know if you've heard of moringa, but moringa is really super in overall health and wellness as well. So a lot of ways that we're living here in our country, um, and yoga, as I mentioned, yoga is from India. We are practicing some type of form of the Indian culture. Like if we're listening to Indian music, if we're taking turmeric regularly, if we're even putting henna on our hands as those temporary tattoos, those are part of the Indian culture. So, it's just exciting for me, and I love to talk about it because I grew up with all these amazing uh, things and fun facts that
Right.
I've been able to like, indulge in
When they
for all
put the
my life.
henna on their hands, is there some?
Significance? Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. Like usually, so I know a lot of you have probably heard that Indian weddings are forever and they are quite long.
Right.
But typically the reason we do like henna is for the bridesmaids um, and the bridal party right before the bride gets married. So it's she gets all these beautiful, intricate henna. I don't know if I would like to say tattoos, but it's become the word tattoo, I guess. But it's these henna um, designs on her hands and her feet and up her arms, and it's just a beautiful.
Does the bridal party apply it to her?
Um, Typically, well, I don't know the traditional way that they used to do it, but I know these days someone professional comes in
Okay.
and does it, but I'm guessing. I mean, the moms and the women are also there too, so it's fun.
Yes.
It's a fun thing to do for the women. We really dress up very festively.
The colors
Yeah,
are amazing. I've been
yeah,
in the
colorful. It's
yeah.
very colorful. All the colors. Our uh, clothing. I remember when I was a kid. Believe it was red. I think it was red. Was the traditional Indian bride's sari.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, come here. Oh no, come here. Can you jump up on mommy? Come on, jump, jump. I don't know. This is she's down here,
Can't see.
always feeling that she needs to protect me. Come on, Mona. um, yeah. So the Indian colors for traditional saris, which are called saris,
Right.
um, used to be red, but nowadays the colors are just whatever you wish, whatever color you wish, and they become very um advanced or modern, and it's just really cool. Yeah.
How is the henna removed from the skin? Does soap and water take it off, or what?
No.
No? Oh,
So the longer you keep it on, the darker the color of the henna.
oh, great.
And so once it comes, so if you, it's just gonna fade, pretty much. It's gonna
Right.
fade away.
Over
And it
time.
fades
Yeah.
over time. And it's usually like, so if you put henna on your palms, and you keep it on for like 30 minutes, hypothetically, it's going to probably stay on for a few days.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then it just fades over time. And I think what we do is to keep it darker, like during the holidays and such, we put like some oil on it. So
Oh,
it's
makes
so it
sense. Yeah.
yeah, to keep it darker. Mona, come over here. So yeah, it's and then now going into colors. So India is very, very colorful. We have Holi, which is the festival of colors. So you see the color run here and all those throwing the
Right.
colored powder
Right.
on on people. Um, so that originated from India too. It's called Holi, Holi,
When is that?
festival of colors, just
Right.
embracing different colors, the different beautiful colors of our earth and of our people. And it's I love it. It's not only the significance and the meaning behind it is so beautiful, it's a very beautiful and fun,
Right. Has Jason attended one of those with you yet?
we've done kind of something at home, but it would be kind of cool to go to an actual
Right.
event, to like even India. How cool would that be? We've been talking about that one day. So that'd be really, it's so much fun. So that originated from India also. Um, yeah, I mean, there's just so much that now is originated from India. Like, I don't want to forget anything to share.
Well,
Um,
we have to get to your spice tin in sometime.
yeah, I'm
So,
gonna show my spice tunes. It's a little messy right now. Oh, so did we talk about chai? Did we talk about
No,
chai?
no. Tell them
So,
about
I
chai.
put something, I was telling Ronnie a few days ago, I'm like, Ronnie, I've been thinking, honey, I need to like, it just, I think I need people to know when they go to Starbucks or they go to a coffee shop or wherever they go to indulge in a cup of Indian tea, people call it chai tea. And I had to post that on Facebook because I feel that, um,
They
you
need to be
know,
aware.
it
Sure.
has to be, yeah, they have to be aware. So chai means tea. Chai means tea.
So if
So
you're
when you're
saying
going,
chai tea, you're saying tea tea.
you're saying tea tea. So typically, like, it's called masala chai. Masala is a mixture of spices. Tea, masala chai.
That's not a
And
chai.
chai in India means tea. So really what we should do, and I had suggested that well, I commented, like, it would be great if you go into a coffee shop and instead of having just chai, they they have masala chai,
Right,
you know? So people can ask for masala chai,
right.
which means mixture of spices tea. But I get it. I mean,
Well,
the most
hopefully
popular,
they'll see this show and they'll change their signs.
yeah, yeah, that would be really great. Yeah, so my spice tin is really kind of a mess right now, because we've been,
I
we've
like the
moved. So
colors. Tell us what's in
yes,
there.
there's well, again, it's all a mixture. It's a complete mixture. I'm going to empty it and redo it, but there's chili pepper, so red chili pepper. There's fenugreek. There's mustard seeds. Wait, that's fenugreek, mustard seeds, chili pepper, turmeric, which is also from India. Well, all these are cumin.
Human, yeah.
Um, cumin is here. Sorry. And then this is cumin, coriander. Um, See, I gotta translate it, from Indian to English, and sometimes I pause because, even though I speak English fluently, I speak Gujarati fluently too. So certain things take a little second
Right,
for me to translate. So,
right.
this is Cuban coriander, which is dana jiru and asafoetida. So those are like the basic ones in my spice tin. You can have garam
I never heard
masala.
of asafoetida before.
Yeah, asafoetida. It's
Asafoetida.
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 Um, asafoetida. Yeah, it's pungent and it's good for so many different ailments. So, typically all of our spices really do one thing. Um, they ward off inflammation, and as we know, and which is why we have a lot of diseases, we have a lot of
Yes.
inflammation in our body. So it helps with the gut health, inflammation, and of course, blood circulation. There's so it's purification, it's a detoxification, it's an anti-inflammatory, it's
What food would you add that to? Or
any food, any
anything?
food, any
Okay.
food. So like I want to teach an Indian cooking class in my community because
Yeah,
after
that would be
yesterday's,
wonderful. Yeah.
yeah, I've taught it many times before, and yesterday they're like, yeah, bring an Indian cooking class because again, Indian food, which is from India, is becoming incredibly desirable. But you can add it to any food, basically any vegetable, any meat, um, fish, chicken, whatever you wish, you can add it to. So you can add it to anything, and it's savory or sweet dishes.
Right.
So, you know, um,
Thank you for enlightening us.
yeah, no, I love to. I love to. I love to continue talking about it because I feel like it's a topic for me anyway that's kind of personal. And as I'm in this industry for so many years and I've seen such change in how India was not on the map as much when I was little, although people were still even practicing Indian philosophies back then.
Right.
COVID just put us on the map and everybody wants to, dress in Indian clothing, wear Indian jewelry. they make Indian food, um, and just it's a secular state, by the way. I wanted to say one other thing that's really important to me. And as a secular state, any religion can practice in India. Any religion. We have temples, we have churches, and there's
Speaking of it,
mosques.
speaking of Indian jewelry, what stones are prevalent in Indian jewelry?
I know the ruby, I pretty much rubies and diamonds, I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
sure.
Right.
Uh, that's a good question. I have it here, but I know I believe it's those two, and uh, it's a good question. You know who the best person to ask that question? It's my mom.
I'll be sure to ask her when I speak with her again.
She is. I even think yeah, I think it's diamonds for sure. But my mom, she's she loves anything jewelry related, and she definitely loves the finer things in life. Yes, so I was correct. It is the ruby, and ruby, diamond, emerald, sapphire, coral, yellow sapphire, pearl, uh, the hessonite, and cat's eye. A lot. I mean, it's just
Yes.
there's a
That's how
lot
we,
there.
we live our best life with Krupa with all of this knowledge that we gather.
Thank you, thank you. So definitely go to the website when you get a chance, rootsandremedies.net. There's a lot going on with the menu planning that I am doing now with weight loss and also with one-on-one private consultations. In addition to Roots and Remedies, consultations with me, of course, and weight loss consultations and planning. I also do events, and I also teach classes, and I educate the health and nutrition shops as well as Sprouts. Their vitamin department. I go in there and I educate their staff.
It's
And
wonderful.
that's throughout the east coast of Florida, from Key West up into South Georgia. So every Sprouts location, I go in and I do education for them, and the health and nutrition shops as well.
You're
So I mean, I delve
spreading the
into everything.
knowledge, spreading the knowledge throughout the state of
Yeah,
Florida
definitely,
and
definitely.
around the world.
Thank you, thank you. And with your support and with your passion for this industry, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're awesome. And
We're a
I
team.
cannot
We're a
wait.
team.
We can't wait to do this again.
Yes.
It's been a few weeks. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody that,
Yes.
you
We're so
know,
thankful for all of you, for all of our
oh
viewers.
my God, thankful for every single one of my viewers, our viewers for all these years, supporting Roots and Remedies, because our goal is to support you guys in your health and wellness journeys. And, I know Thanksgiving can be tough for so many people. So just know that we do love you, and you are worthy, and you are important,
Right.
and
If we
you
focus on
deserve
if we focus on gratitude and what we're grateful for, it sometimes helps to take the focus away from the sadder aspects of those who are not with us. So
100%,
yeah, so
100%.
I I always recommend that the gratitude
Yeah.
expressions of gratitude.
Expression is gratitude, and 100%.
Yes.
We've all been there.
And
And
I'm grateful for Krupa and her wonderful family who I've known for so
oh,
many years now.
Jim, I'm so grateful for you. We are so grateful for you, and just everything that you embody as a human being with such kindness and love. And my family and I are just so blessed to have you part of our lives too. So,
Thank you.
I wish we
It's a
could spend a
mutual.
Thanksgiving together. But yes, I know you're very you. I have no words. Sometimes I stumble over words when I talk about how much you've impacted our lives, mine a lot. So
Thank you so
I'm
much.
grateful. Yeah, absolutely. So I hope
Appreciate it.
everybody has a blessed and happy Thanksgiving, and healthy. And whatever you do, even if you're alone, we're on this earth. Let's be grateful for every day that we breathe,
Yes.
and just know that we are loved. We are loved.
and let's focus our attention on others and helping others.
Helping
It's so
others.
important.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
Well,
thank you to
thank you.
all our viewers. And we want to live our best lives with Krupa. So please
Oh,
join
thank you,
us,
Jim.
again.
Yes. Thank you so much. Have a happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.